Hey y'all. Let me move my camera down a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Hey y'all.
Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey. Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey, girl.
Hey y'all. I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Y'all know I like to jump right in, but first I must let you know, if you are here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, baby, use a hater at this point. Because I know you didn't watch my videos 2 or 3 times.
Period.
Okay? What's the delay? Yeah, you're delaying on this just like you delay on everything else in life. Get to subscribing to my channel. Anyway.
Go ahead and click.
If you do not know this, and if you haven't purchased tickets to see me in DC on September 24th, we are only about a week away, y'all. So what are we doing and why are we doing it? I'll be in DC at the DC Comedy Loft, and I can't wait to see y'all. So thank you so much to everybody who's already purchased a ticket and you know, comments on my videos or hits me in the DMs or comments on live about how excited they are for the show. I'm very excited too, very nervous per usual. But yeah, we're gonna get together and have a good time, okay?
Girl, you need to take some B12 or something.
Sorry, I ain't editing that out because it's real life, honey. Anyway, I did go to hot yoga this morning. So my hair is giving very much, I blew my hair out. Well, you know, I dried my roots or whatever. So it's giving very much, Jasmine, what you doing? But yeah, get into my puff, honey.
Girl, we don't care.
Anyway, let's get into Ready to Love. I have notes here on my laptop today. Usually I write them down in my notebook, but they were in my phone. So let's get into it. Hopefully I can read my notes because these were all made using voice text, voice to text. Let's start off with Quentin and Lee and his cousin, or as my voice text thought, his Kudin.
Okay.
Anyway, Lee went to Skyline High School. I said, she from Dallas for real, honey. I dated a guy from Skyline once. I grew up in more of the little suburb. But anyway, I am from Dallas County. Anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
Clinton said that he likes Lee because she is so sweet. And I said, interesting, because the girl that you like more than you like Lee is not sweet at all. She's very sour, honey. She's not even soured and sweet, like a Sour Patch Kids. She's just sour and then sweet, maybe just to you, I guess.
Maybe.
He's never called Janelle sweet that I know of, but she treats him like he's just a little precious little son.
Shade.
Yeah. Lee was also confused by that because she was like, I don't know how you could be attracted to two people who are polar opposites. I get how he could be attracted to someone who's polar opposite of like somebody else that he's been with. Because sometimes you see similarities even though people have opposite personalities. I guess Quentin is just, to me, I don't like the way he's stringing Lee along in hopes that she will stick around to get rejected. We're more on that later this episode, I guess. Or, I don't know. Let's see how much we get into it. I wrote down, I promise I'm not crying. I'm just yawning a lot. I'm tired, I guess. Anyway, Quentin is not into Lee. I said my mom thinks that there's something odd about Quentin. I don't think there's anything odd about Quentin. She thinks that he's just like, I don't know. She thinks he's a bad decision maker.
And he is.
And I don't necessarily think that. I just think that he likes Janelle. And I don't think he's good at multitasking. And I don't think he's good at... actually, maybe I do agree with my mom. I don't think he's good at...
He good at lifting weights. That's about it. Look like.
Seeing where issues may arise, I guess. I just think that he can't... I don't know. I don't know why he likes Janelle so much. She's much older than him. She seems to want to move faster than he wants to move. He seems to like somebody who's sweet, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he likes somebody who's a bit more of a challenge. I don't know why he's so into Janelle. But it doesn't matter. We don't have to know why. He is.
That body.
So, yeah. Maybe she... Well, I was about to say maybe she freaky, but the reality is that she don't participate in all the heathenism.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. I really don't understand. Anyway,
I think she do, but
Lee is hanging out with Quentin they were doing some sort of sport activity. I don't know sports. I don't know what it was. And I wrote down,
they was playing soccer or something, honey. I don't know, honey. What is up with, girl, you need to take some vitamins.
What's wrong? Is this a medical condition?
Right.
Anyway, I wrote down body yada 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 yada. Body yada 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 yada. Okay, then she got it. But at the end of the day, it don't matter how much body Arie she got. Quentin don't want her at Arie. Anyway, I wrote down why Quentin don't never have a fresh haircut
ever, honey. Looking.
I know he don't brush. He don't brush his hair in between washes, in between cuts.
Nothing. Cause
why does it never look crispy?
He cut it himself, I think, honey.
It always looks crunchy, but never crispy. Anyway, Lee basically didn't understand why Quentin is into her and Janelle. She said, do you want sugar or do you want fire? I wrote down exactly. And I also wrote down he cannot talk about his connection with Lee without bringing up Janelle. It's a no for me.
A hell no.
Just to jump to what happened, Lee ends up saying, you know what, I'm going to go home. Is she the only woman on this show with some self-respect and self-dignity and common sense?
Yes.
She may have been. Because if it was me, I would have did that. Bye.
Adios.
There's nobody here for me. Bye.
Ciao.
Why are y'all so afraid to just be like, you know what, I'm good. I think I'm gonna head out. Lee was the only person who did it. Good for her.
I'm so happy for her.
Anyway, let's move on to Phil and Aries. I'm like, how long are these notes? They're not that bad. Phil and the Aries had a little bit of a bond over some the trauma of losing their fathers. And Aries says, okay, that's all good and everything, but what about this money, honey?
Funds.
What about these financials, Daniel? What about the coin? Join? I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, Phil said that he actually switched careers to be more stable. He had his own cleaning company or whatever, cleaning business. It wasn't going well, so he decided to stop all that and get a 9-to-5 for more stability. Makes sense to me. Lots of times people are entrepreneurs and they decide to, you know what, this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work being an entrepreneur, so maybe I'll just go back to 9-to-5. I have my health insurance, I have my 401k, I have my check every week, and it's less work. So yeah, I completely understood that. We don't know what Phil does, but she probably knows. Phil said, how did this, anyway, even after all that little conversation, I won't say all that, Arie says that now she has more concerns about his stability than before. I said, what did he say that made
her more concerned?
Her have more concerns than before.
He didn't say, I make a lot of money. I got a lot of money to be made.
He said, I'm more stable than I was. There's nothing to worry about. But she decided to worry more about it. Okay. I guess me and my mom in watching this, like, had a conversation around, and there's no right answer, right? But it's like, okay, she has 2 kids, and she's worried about how financially stable he is so that he can help her.
Exactly, girl. What is confusing about that?
I'm trying to figure out, why is this her main concern? Because she seems to be doing okay now.
She need help.
He seems to be doing okay now. Maybe y'all come together and do better than y'all was doing, I guess. I don't know. I'm just not understanding what her expectations are. She hasn't said it.
Money. She
hasn't said, listen, my kids go to public school and I would really love for them to go to private school, and I need a man to pay for this. And if you want to spend time with me or whatever, you got to help me pay this, or you got to help me pay half my rent or something.
Something, honey.
Why are we not hearing what your expectations are, but only your concerns because he may not meet them?
Right.
Listen, I don't give advice to people in this area. We always have conversations about bills, and can you pay them like Destiny's Child? But I have one child, and me and my child are doing great. I cannot imagine getting with somebody and thinking, hey, I have a lot of responsibility over here, and if you don't make enough, I don't know what you're going to do about me and my responsibilities I have.
Ooh.
I just don't understand that. It's like, hopefully you make enough to sustain the things that you want to do. And then if we want to do things together, hopefully you got enough to you do that too. You know what I'm saying? But me and the responsibility of my child and all the things that I have going on, to me, is not something that I feel like I need to bring up every time we go on a date, and we only been on 4 or 5 dates.
Right.
I think it's odd, you know? I did also ask, like, when do y'all think is the right time to start talking about finances? And then y'all said
immediately.
During the dating phase, some of y'all said getting engaged is too late. I think it's when you're exclusive.
Right.
Because if you're dating multiple people and stuff like that, why you care about what I got going on over here? Go date somebody else.
Yeah, with more or less, who cares?
You know, I think that somebody will show you if they're stable or not based on what they've done and what they like to do in their spare time and where they're taking you and stuff like that. They'll just tell you, they'll show you, you know, their financial situation if you paying attention. You got to pay attention. A lot of y'all don't pay attention. I don't really think you need to have that conversation with somebody unless you guys are exclusively dating, because that means the relationship is progressing. I don't think Phil and Aries needs to have this conversation, because apparently, unless you struggling right now, Aries, you seem to be doing okay. And I don't understand how you want your boyfriend to help to pitch in. Pay a bill. You know, like, do you want him to pay a bill? Yes. Do you want him to, what do you want him to do? What you want him to do? Go to the grocery store. I don't really know. Is he asking you to split the bills 50-50 when y'all go to dinner or something? I'm just really confused. I don't know. They're not giving us any details. And I hate this about the editing. It's like, give us backstory. Give us the details. Ask the right questions. Don't leave us here wondering. Right. Anyway, Phil and Aries went on a date around the lake to ride bikes. And then once again, she asked him about his financial stability and what he plans on seeing in the future with them. He said, you know, I like to go to comedy shows. I love to go to concerts. Obviously, it costs money to do both of those things. Right. And she said, well, you know, I could do that with my friends. I'm looking for loyalty and security. My mom said, well, you don't want a man then. Ooh! Because if you have friends you can hang out with, you have children to take care of, you have a job, you can pay your own bills. And my mama didn't say this, but I'm saying this. I'm pretty sure you got a few toys laying around. Baby, what do you need a man for? Right. To get your bills paid. Loyalty and security. Honey, if you want loyalty, get a puppy. If you want security, get a little pew, pew, pew. Girl. I don't understand. Stop gun violence. What do you want this man to do? Come and pay all your bills? Yes. And I'm not shading it, but why you ain't said it? Yeah, you need to let him know, girl. Pull the bills out your pocket. Listen, I believe when you have a partner, specifically if you're in a heterosexual, cisgender relationship, or even a heterosexual relationship in general, and you're traditional and you're a woman and you want a man to come in and make sure he helping you out and taking some of the load off you, I get it. But Cricket. What you want him to do? Pay your rent? I'm just confused. You don't need to be on Ready to Love. You need to be at somebody's nursing home, because only an old man gonna do that for you, honey. And your kids, yep. You need somebody you can get their Social Security check. Yeah, and their retirement. Anyway, Maria, aka Maria, aka Maurice, Marcel, Mario, Maria Car. Hardy har har. Okay. And his cousin and Kat and Jessica met. Okay. And her braces met. Maurice's cousin said that they're very protective of their cousins. You know what this gave me the vibe of? It gave me the vibe that Maria is country. Has a lot of female cousins, and they coddle the men in their family. Ooh. Maurice's cousin said, we are going to call you out. We are going to hold you accountable. What are y'all doing? Are y'all calling him out and holding him accountable? Probably not. Hell no, they not. Y'all the worst kind of family for a woman to join, because you sound mean. Okay? You sound like anytime anything ever goes wrong in a relationship, Mari Car gonna run to y'all and tell our business. Yep. And then not only are you gonna not hold him accountable, you're gonna come put the blame on me. And wanna fight. That sounds like a nightmare. Who would want to marry into y'all family? Not me. No. I wrote down, y'all too involved. Family need to mind their business. I'm trying to figure out why Maurice said he wasn't religious, but then he said he's spiritual, but then he praying here, holding hands with Jessica at the table, knowing that she served a mighty God.
Okay.
And then after they get done praying, they look up and Marie's cousin talk about, that's rare.
That's rare. Girl, for who? Get the hell out of here.
You know what else is rare?
What?
A man who not in shape, who requires a woman to make health her number one priority.
Ooh, girl.
You know what else is rare? A man who got a young kid and say he want to move across the world permanently.
Okay.
You know what else is rare?
Tell us.
A man who say he not religious, he's spiritual, and then he pray at the table with his religious girlfriend, and then talk about how sex is so important to him later on with his homeboys.
Top priority.
You know what else is rare?
Let us know.
A grown ass woman like you with braces.
Oh, oh.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? Like, girl, what? That's rare. First of all, it's not rare for Jessica because she's gonna be with a man who gonna pray before they eat every time because that's what she want. Girl, what are you talking about? Like this whole interaction annoyed me.
Okay, what else?
I wrote down, Jessica, if Christianity is a deal breaker for you, then why are you even talking to Mauricio? Why are we here?
Why?
None of these men were super religious. None of these men said they go to church every Sunday. And none of these men said that they would go to church with you. Even Quentin. Like, if you looking for a man who is the same as you when it comes to religious beliefs, that's okay. It's not Mauricio.
It's not
him.
It ain't him, girl. So go ahead and get off the show.
Anyway, my mama told me not to say this, but I said when Mauricio's cousin get them braces off, ain't gonna be no teeth under there because all I saw was gums.
Girl, your mama, she said not to say that. You know what? Okay.
Anyway, Maurice's cousin was really, really liked Cat. I wrote down, she tried to make it seem like any woman is lucky for Mauricio to call them because she's like, he does not call people. He does not call people. I hate y'all. When I tell y'all, I know what type of family this is because being from Dallas myself, I know it's just a very closed-minded, nosy-ass family with not much to do in their spare time, who's probably in everybody's business, and who think they can cook better than they can cook.
Period. Every time the food ain't good.
Anyway, I wrote down,
Girl, what?
Anyway, I wrote down, I think that Mauricio's cousin is very basic. She said that he don't have time to pick up the phone, but he do it.
Girl, low bar. The bar is low.
That's what you do when things in life are important to you. You may not have time to do X, Y, and Z, but if it's important to you, you will make time. You will do it. Woo! Debbie, where's Paris Hilton, honey? Because this is a simple life right here. Anyway, you don't have to call. It's okay, girl, because I'ma be all right tonight. Okay, that's what she said. Anyway, I wrote down, if Marcus gets the right person that does what they're supposed to do, then he will do what he's supposed to do. And I wrote down, girl, shut your mouth. You, this is terrible. This woman said,
What'd she say?
If you do what you're supposed to do, then he will do what he's supposed to do.
Girl, bye. Get the hell on.
Let's talk about internalized misogyny for a moment. Why can't he do what he's supposed to do, and in return, I will do what I'm supposed to do? Or how about this? Breaking news. We can do both.
Both. BOF.
We can both do what we're supposed to do for each other.
Nene Leaks.
Why is it that I have to do what I'm supposed to do, and once he notices and sees that, then he will jump on board? Girl, if you don't get your Anyway, let's move on to Janelle and Quentin. Anyway, I missed a lot of that scene because my baby was here and my baby gonna turn off the TV and turn around looking at me like, oh, what you gonna do? And I said, I'm gonna cut it back on. That's what.
Right.
Anyway, I did catch the end when Quentin said he wishes that Janelle was a little bit younger. Anyway. Finally, Jessica and Marie Kiki went on a date, and I wrote down there's no flirty energy between them. And he said he gets
He said he gets what? Girl, is you stuck?
Anyway, there was no flirty energy between them. It was lame. It looked fake. I don't know why Jessica's still on the show. After that, Lee decides to get with Tommy. She says she feels played because, Quentin likes her and Janelle and they're polar opposites, and she just don't understand how that's possible. And I wrote down, that Lee is very smart. She don't want to play no games, and I don't blame her. And she thinks Quentin is playing games. I don't think he's playing games. I just think he's stringing her along to the end. And maybe it's him, maybe it's the producers. I don't know. It's probably him though, because he wants to have his pick. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. Yeah. But Lee said she's out of there. I don't blame her.
Peace.
Anyway, nephew Tommy's tabernacle twist therapy. Where he said nobody can go home because there's only 3 women left. And the show ends with 3 couples typically. I wrote down, duh. And then somebody said this is a life. I think it was Marie said this is a life decision. This is a life decision. It's not a life decision. Y'all are just dating. Nobody gets married after this. Nobody even gets engaged.
Nobody.
It's not a life decision. Child, I'm so fed up with this season. I'm ready for the reunion, to be honest. I don't know what they're going to show us next week that we haven't seen. 3 couples that are not a fit for each other.
Right.
At all. And I think somebody said I was angry or something like that in my videos. And some days I'm angry. Some days I'm happy, goofy, silly. Some days I'm a mess and I'm mean or whatever the case is.
Every day I'm funny.
I know one thing that... And honestly, the show pisses me off.
Yeah.
Some episodes. Sometimes I think it's really funny and entertaining, but I really think that all of the funny, entertaining moments are gone. Because now we have 6 people who are just not a fit for each other. They're not even good TV, honestly. And I think we should have wrapped it up and got to the first half of the reunion in this last episode. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. I guess I'm just tired of this show and tired in general, honey. All right, I'll see y'all later.
Bye.